Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. Yeah, since the last time I seen you all, I just been chilling and reading some of the comments. So I want to thank everybody who was commenting positive about Latrese and who had something encouraging to say, uplifting. We need more of that in the world because there's so much negativity going on, and it just people don't realize both of them is contagious. If you're going to be positive, you're going to be bring that positive on to somebody else. If you're going to be negative, you're going to drag that negativity on. So when I see people coming on here with a positive vibe to say, I give y'all a thumbs up. I appreciate that so much. So the reason I'm saying this is because a lot of people in my comments was being negative. And I'm going to read something what somebody said. And they have to realize I'm a grown woman. I'm almost during the 50 years old in 2.5 more months. So if I come on YouTube and say something positive about somebody, whether I know that person personally or not, I'm going to do that. I want to know if those same people who talking positive, negative about me in the comments, and do they talk negative about those people who's really talking negative about Latrese? Because what I'm saying is nothing negative towards the person who she called demons and haters. So I'm not going to wonder why they saying about me, because I know it have to be out of ignorance. Ignorance is when you don't know no better. Have to be out of stupidity. When you know better and you choose not to do better. So when people making them comments about me, it's okay. I'm fine with it. I lose no sleep, but I do read them, and I just read them so I can comment on them. But like I said, thumbs up to the positive people who choose not to follow that negative train. Okay, one of the comments somebody put, it was like, I think you use Latrese's name for a come up. I'm just going to stop with that. Now I'm going to finish reading. It's the same one, but I'm finished reading that. First of all, I don't need to come up. YouTube is not my God. YouTube is not my God. I don't need to come up on YouTube. If something happened where my numbers and subscribers come up, that's fine. If it stay as is, that's fine. I don't care. It's not about the followers and all that stuff. It's about me being heard. Because some people can look at it and don't subscribe. That's fine. But you're hearing with your ears what I'm talking about. So like I said, people do these, come on YouTube for the wrong reason. I don't need YouTube like other people need YouTube. Okay? Because at the end of the day, all my bills are paid. And my bills are paid on time. Okay? I drive a car and I work 2 jobs. So come up for what? I'm sorry if some people use YouTube for their only income or for their only job. Sorry for you, but I'm not doing that. Okay? So for a come up, please get it right. And the same person put, you could care less about Latrese or who doesn't like her. First of all, if this person would have looked at some of my other posts, my other live, they would have seen exactly what I said. You do not have to know a person personally to have a little sympathy or to see right and wrong in a person. You don't have to know a person to try to hear see what the person is saying, and then see how a negative person coming for them and see how a positive person is for that person. You don't have to know that person. If you look at a TV show and you have a person that you watch every week, and somebody commenting negative about that person on a TV show, you're going to be like, what's going on? Why is this happening? You're going to try to find out what's going on. So by me looking at Latrese before all this negativity started, when people making their channels and talking negativity, I used to look at her. So when I started seeing all these pages about her, sure, I wanted to know what was going on, because I didn't know, why all of a sudden started happening with different people saying negative stuff. And so that's why that's how I came about speaking on Latrese. And when I saw these people lives, and I'm like, well, what did Latrese do? And so I kept listening to the live, and what it is, they was being judgmental. They judging her life. They watching her every move and judging everything she do with all the negative things they think that is negative, and making a whole page on it. And so for somebody to say you could care less about who doesn't like Latrese, you're right. Because it's not about that. I'm trying to find the reason. What is this all about? You know, what is this all about? So you're right when you say I can care less about who doesn't like her. Yes, I can care less about who doesn't like her. But I'm trying to find out why they don't like her. So that's the only part you did get right in that statement. And they put, remember, you was once a hater. I had to read that twice. Remember, you was once a hater. A hater of what? A hater of what? I don't know if you got my face mixed up with somebody else. I don't know, but a hater or what? I'm not understanding that. That's the stuff I said. It's called people ignorant. And ignorant is not a bad thing. That's ignorance when you don't know no better. So that's why I said some of this stuff is ignorant and some of it is out of stupidity. When you just know better and just choose not to do better. Because some of these comments is making me like, what? You know, so that's why I say I can't worry about these comments. Okay, and then at the bottom they say do anything for clout. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm using Latrese's name. If I was to look at Love, Huntsville, and Marriage, I would put that as my title. Because that's a show that I look at, that's a show that I like, and that's a show that other people are going to relate to. So yes, I'm going to put that name as a title. Okay, I'm not talking about myself, so why would I not put, I'm talking about putting it, Latrese's name in a title, because that's who I'm talking about. Just like all these people who dislike Latrese, put her name in their title, because when people read it, it's going to be they're talking about Latrese. I'm sorry if she's the hot topic, and that's what people talk about, but if people talking negative about her, a lot of people, I barely see anybody. And if people do talk positive about Latrese, type in their names. And I can look at their pages, because I don't hear too many people talking positive about Latrese. And if there are, thumbs up to them, because we need more positivity in this world. The person do not have to know somebody physically or anything to be kind to somebody. So I'm not understanding why so many people mad because I am speaking positive. And like I said, it do not have to be Latrese. It, like I said before, and I'm going to give a new name. If it was somebody named Jessica or Mr. Mitchell, and that was a person who I used to look at for years on YouTube, and somebody started going on negatively about that person, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Why these people saying what they saying. You know, and then when you do go on those people videos, it's all about picking at them. It's all about that person's life. It's all about judging that person. It's all about they're going to continue to bully that person's whole life. And then, like I said, they call Latrese the bully, but Latrese is not the one who engaging in their pages. You know, I don't want nobody to make me try to make me think I don't know what I'm talking about. I know exactly what I'm talking about, because this is the same kind of stuff that goes on in high school. When people come around a person, the bully come around the person, antagonize the person, talk about that person. It's the same thing what's going on here. So if I want to speak against that and like say chill or what's going on, I can do whatever I want to do, because at the end of the day, I'm not hurting anybody. I'm not putting nobody down. I'm not talking about them. I'm not wishing bad for them. None of that. And the stuff that I'm hearing from these pages, they put God in it all the time. And if I was to share a part of their videos, a snippet of their videos, you would see exactly what I'm talking about. But like I said, I'm not going to say that person's name because I don't want to. I'm not going to just blow all this stuff out like that, because like I said, they know who they are. And like somebody had made a comment right here. Let me find it. Okay, it say, I just be laughing when I guess other people are saying something about the negative people and the so-called demons, who Latrese called demons, because they say I just be laughing when they say we be hating. First of all, I call them haters, and Latrese call them demons. I said in a previous video, if my message do not relate to you, then let it go. It's not you. But if it do relate to you, then it's you. So for that person put, I just be laughing when they say we be haters. I never said that. You put yourself in that category. So if you the person who's who I'm talking about, and you say you that person, then it's you, because obviously I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. So for you to say that, you must be the person who I was saying a hater. I'm just randomly talking about people who's talking about Latrese. So if you that person, you want to be claimed a hater, you said it, not me. So, and somebody say, okay, you need to let it go too. She's not giving you nothing for running your mouth. First of all, let me just say this. I don't need anything from anybody. If the government give me something, I'm going to take it when it comes to a stimulus check or something like that. But I don't need nothing from nobody. Okay? I'm not going to talk about assistance, because if people need assistance, they need assistance. I've got assistance before in my younger days. So I can't talk about nobody with assistance in housing. That's for them. So she's not giving me nothing. I don't need nothing from her. I don't need anything from her, not a dime. So I can talk how much I want to. You need to say those comments to somebody else who's doing the hating. Okay? So all that talking negative to me ain't going to catch it. It ain't going to fly. Because I don't know what in the world you thought I need anything from anybody. I don't work my 2 jobs for nothing. I work my 2 jobs to pay my bills and take care of my child. So that's why I say some people is ignorant and some people is using stupidity for their comments, because what they're saying is not making sense. That you need to let it go too. She's not giving you nothing. I don't need nothing. I wouldn't even ask nobody. The only person I ask for something is my mom, and I would pay her back if I needed it. So come on, get it right. That's why I say y'all kind of not making sense in these comments. You know, I know you trying to go off. I claim you going off and riding me and all that stuff. You're not riding me, because at the end of the day, my feelings not being hurt. It's just showing who you are as a person. So, you know, if you don't rock with positivity, that's on you. That's on you. But some people just like to, I see how y'all doing Latrese. If I talk against it or what y'all doing, that's my opinion. That's my opinion. We as human beings should not be putting people down like that. If you see somebody down and doing something wrong, you can correct them. You can't, to say that you could correct them, I can't even say that, because she's a grown woman. She can do what she wants to do. So I can't even say you could correct them. Correct yourself. Correct your children. Correct your grandchildren. Correct your husband. But you can't sit there and say you can correct. You're going to try to use her life for to try to let other people use her life as an example and trying to something. I can't get what y'all saying, because it's not making sense. It's not making sense. It's something. I can't make sense of it. I can't make sense. But you're using her life to show people how not to live or something. One of them said. But to me, they not showing somebody how not to live, because they going on YouTube with people who are agreeing with them. They're going on YouTube with people agreeing with them. If you're really trying to help somebody, you will definitely go to a shelter for women and talk with them. Then I can say, okay, yeah, they trying to show people, and you wouldn't use Latrese's name. You'll just say something that's positive. But y'all using people's name, laughing at them, just doing stuff that's not godly. It's just not godly. There's no way that people can actually think what they're doing is of God. It's not. If you think it is, the way you're going about it, it's not of God. Everything somebody do. I mean, now I'm hearing that it's somebody's page If somebody page, I got a little. But if somebody page, they willing to go on because somebody said the little girl, well, she ain't no little girl. I don't know why I call people little girl sometimes. But the young lady who's taking care of her kids, when people comment, they tell her how to parent, and she don't like that. So they willing to go on that person page and check them. If somebody don't like a way somebody telling them how to parent, that person have a right to how they feel. She's the one taking care of all them children. A lot of people like myself never been in her shoes, and I don't even think I want to be in her shoes to take care of 8 to 7 to 9 kids at one time. I don't want to be in those shoes. For her to do that, that is a blessing for the children. So people even have a problem with that. People have a problem with that. And that's sad. That is so sad. And if people choose to give them people money, it's their choice. And it's so sad because I'm seeing that these people who been negative hate when Latrese get money, saying something about the little girl, not little girl, but about the young lady with the 8, 9 children. She taking care of her brother kids. People saying stuff about her because she getting money. But at the end of the day, I seen on their post telling people thank you for the checks. I seen that on the post where they thanking people for the checks. Where they thanking people for the checks. So it's like, what is the big difference? What's the deal? You don't like that person getting money, but yet you thanking people for giving you money. And just because you don't say it how that person, the other people say it, you still collecting funds. You still collecting money. So if you didn't want to collect the money, just tell them no thank you at all. Give it to a homeless shelter. Give it to the homeless people. Either just don't send money. But y'all doing the people on here who being the negative people, they doing the same thing that all the other YouTubers are doing. The same thing. The same thing. They collect the money. They getting the money. They are telling people to block the other people who's disliking them. They telling people to block that person. They doing a lot of stuff that the other people are doing and they don't see it. So it's like, do y'all hear and see what you guys are saying? Do y'all really hear and see what you all are saying? The same thing y'all saying about Latrese, it is what y'all doing. She be blocking people all the time, but on your live, you tell your moderators to block them. You tell the people who buy you to block them. But when Latrese do it, oh, she being mean. Then when she say something about her money, I get the money, and shouting out the person who giving her money, y'all say something about that. But yet y'all doing the same thing and thanking the person. Just because you saying it kind, oh, thank you for the check. Oh, thank you for this amount. Thank you for the $19.99. Just because you saying it as a ooh, ooh, and not hollering out, you still getting the money. So how do that make you all different from the tree? Just because y'all, everybody cannot be the same. Everybody cannot be the same. So just because somebody don't speak like you all, don't mean y'all ain't doing the same, that you're not doing the same thing as Latrese is doing. It don't. So the only thing I wanted to say is for the people with using, always having something negative to say on my comments. It don't bother me, because at the end of the day, if anybody was to look at my videos, they'll see that I'm not being negative. I'm not putting nobody down. I'm saying what I'm saying without putting anybody down. I'm speaking the truth. And I'm just letting you know, I do not have to know a person to say something positive about them. Just like if I'm in the street, several times I had to dial 911 because I seen a homeless person laying where they can be hurt. Several times I wait there in the parking lot until the police came and checked on them. Paramedics. Several times I try to help people out who I did not know. I started doing my giving to the homeless. I don't know them. Just because you don't know people don't mean you can't be nice to them. And you always saying, why she doing all this for Latrese? It's not for Latrese. It's not for Latrese. If it was somebody else who I looked at all the time, I do the same thing. It's not just, it's Latrese, it's her name. But if it was anybody else who I looked at, like I looked at Latrese and people was dogging them, I'll get on the page and it's like, what's the deal? What's going on? Why is it going on? You know, you guys just got to get out of that negativity. I don't see how y'all can just dwell in that negativity. I mean, just to dwell in that negativity every day, all day, eat and sleep with it. Make every night almost a post of talking about one person. All these posts from different people, just talking everything this lady do. When I tell you everything, everything from the old to the new. I mean, y'all don't see nothing wrong with that. But I'm gonna come back. It may not be tomorrow, but it's gonna be this week, probably Tuesday. I'm gonna come back because I'm gonna look into how these people think and how they are, and I'm gonna comment on it. I'm definitely gonna come back and comment on it. But you know what? For the positive people, keep being positive. Keep being positive. It's good for your health. It's good for your mental. It's good for your appearance. I'm telling you, when you positive, it goes such a long way. For the negative people, I'm going to continue. You got to change your hearts. You got to change your heart. To start this stuff with Latrese, whoever started this stuff with Latrese, being that negative, you know, y'all might have to be held accountable for that. You know, because that is no way to treat a person at all. How she being treated, I mean, it is not right. It is not right for y'all to judge her every moment and knowing good and well that everybody, it may not be you. It's somebody that you know is going through it, who has some problems, who been beat up by their husband or wife, who been molested, who was raped, who lied, who cheated. I mean, it's so many people that y'all can talk about and not talk about them in a negative way. It's so many other issues besides what's going on with Latrese, but y'all dogging her like everything she do. She couldn't even, I heard just yesterday that they got mad because the lady went to the concert. So y'all telling me that they cannot go to a concert. That's sad. With that, like I said, I'm like, the last time I looked at one of my videos, kind of funny after I looked at one of the videos that I did, because I kept telling myself, okay, all right, I'm finna go, and I said that about 4 times before I even shut it down, so I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm really getting ready to go. Like I said, I'll be back probably Tuesday, and then when I come back Tuesday, it's going to really talk about these negative people and the people who hating on Latrese. I'm really going to dig into it. I'm really going to dig into it. So I don't know how long it be. Sometime when I be on live, it be an hour, but I'm really dig into that. So one love, everybody. But once again, for the people who commenting positive and understand where I'm coming from, I thank you. For y'all negative people, it don't fly with me, because I don't care what you say about me, because I know who I am. I got self-love, so all that negativity, you can't block what God gave me. I got self-love, something some people don't have, but y'all who do have it, hold on to it, because somebody trying to knock you off your crown, and don't let it happen with the negative word they use against you. Okay, don't let it happen. They're going to say some things. It ain't going to be, don't even say it's hateful things, because you know who you are. When you know who you are, you don't even worry about none of the comments. I read them because I think it's hilarious. I think it's ignorance, and I think it's out of stupidity. So at the end of the day, I know who I am. Say what you want about me. I'm still blessed and highly favored in the name of Jesus. So one love to everybody.